Good morning, everyone. It's so nice to meet you after a long time, my dear children. I'm so glad to connect with you. I think it's almost around 4 months we have been away, and we have been, I think, meeting always through social distancing, that is, through virtual classes. Virtually, we have been in touch. We have been in touch through circulars. We have been in touch through 1NH app. But today I have been contacting you through this small assembly. I'm really glad to meet you all. Hope you're all fine. All the members of your family, your mom, dad, your brothers, sisters, grandpa, grandma, and all at home are fine. And wish everyone during this time remains happy, and pray to God Almighty that everyone during this time remains strong, focused, and also motivated. My dear children, you are the future of this country. You've got great vigor inside, and your happiness, your focus, your dream, and your intentions at this time plays very, very important role. How do you project yourself? That is very important. I know this COVID-19 pandemic has created lots of problems in our families, in our society, in our country, across the globe. People are suffering, so we are away from school. So you might be also looking forward to come to school. When exactly you want to come? So these all things are always making us, breaking our head. These things are very important. Coming to school is very important, but unfortunately, the situation is making us remain at home. Definitely, these are all passing phases. These are temporary phases. Today or tomorrow, we are going to come back to school. We are going to maintain, or we are going to meet our friends. You are going to meet your teachers. You are going to meet everyone. You are going to play on the ground. You are going to be in the labs, library. Use those resources and spread your happiness. Take part in the competitions. Take part in socialization. Yes, currently you are away. Yes, despite all, there are virtual events which are taking place. Virtual event is always a virtual event. It cannot be compared with physical event. So when you are in the class, definitely you're able to interact with the teacher, friends, you're able to see around, you're able to observe how your friends perform in the class, what do they do. So there are small little nut cuts which are happening, maybe there's small little fun. Yeah, even now it might be happening, but in the physical class, these things also happen. And you are currently missing on this. Even this is a learning phase. So when we are away from such situation, how to face? This is a time for learning. How do we learn and what do we learn from this? Learning is very important, my dear children. Every situation teaches us. Every situation gives us a lesson. Maybe sometimes we are unable to speak to anyone. Maybe we feel very low in a particular day. Maybe sometimes we are not in a mood to listen to or maybe attend the classes. These all things happen, my dear children. So whatever it may be, you need to speak out. Maybe immediately you can speak to your parents. Maybe when the teachers come online, you can speak to your teachers. Maybe you would like to speak to them personally. You can do that. So this is how you can reach out. So even at social distancing, even when you are at home, even virtually, you can reach out. Speaking to someone is very important. So immediately when you feel low, speak to your mommy, speak to your daddy, speak to your brother or sister. You feel nice. So happiness is very important. So you should not, wherever you feel low, you should not waste your time informing someone. Tell your parents, today you are not feeling well, so you are not feeling so good today. So express expressing is very important. Maybe sometimes for some of our deeds and acts, our parents might be scolding us. Yes, definitely they will be doing for your good, but you feel somewhere you got something to tell them. You tell them so that they will understand what are your problems, so they will guide. Maybe through them we can I think they can reach out to the teachers, so we can get a helping hand if required. Yes, many of you are very strong. Many of you got that ability they are able to do, but few might need help. So I know that many of our children have got, most of, not many, almost all children have got that ability. You have got that unique innate ability to your children. So how to use this unique innate abilities during this period, that is very important. What are those unique abilities? It may be unique for each and everyone. Maybe some are very good in singing. Maybe some are very good in elocution, speaking. Maybe some are very good in drawing. Maybe some are good in culinary. Maybe cooking. Maybe making certain dishes. So you can all take part. You can make use as these things as your hobbies. Maybe some of you are very good in reading. Some of you are very good in writing. Maybe painting. Why not make use of all these talents, all these innate abilities, and make it as a wonderful, presentable quality. Your children, when you bring out your innate abilities, so they become your, it will be seen qualitatively and it can be projected. So you've got a good painting, yes, show it to your teacher. Yes, there are platforms where it can be presented, like a school magazine or any other way. There are so many platforms where we can showcase your talents. Shortly, there will be competition. I think you have got, I think, quiz competition, and thereafter there will be debate or elocution. There will be a few competition which would be coming. So you'll be taking part. Now, immediately now we have got Independence Day celebration. So on the occasion of Independence Day celebration, our drawing department, art department has organized a painting competition. So you can come out with your creative ideas. So you can have your own way of presenting how this year's Independence Day is celebrated. You can come out with creativity. So every creativity is valid. So this creativity not to hurt anyone's sentiments. Creativity should be to boost our morale. Creativity is something where we feel proud of someone. So please do that. When you project your creativity, it should not hurt anyone's sentiments. Our creativity is always for the good of the society, for the good of others. So not to hurt anyone. So when I don't think anyone would be doing that, but I'm just informing you. So there would be positive creativities and negative creativities. So what are creativity? But we need to say even there are negative creativities, we can make into a positive one. So you can use this social distancing or this pandemic situation in your creativity. How people are behaving at this time, how people are performing at this time, how people are responding to this situation. Some are using this situation with valor. Some have got less confidence. So those who have less confidence, they take help. So this all you can project in your drawing, in your creativity. Dear children, next century belongs to those who are creative, innovative, and good in communication and critical thinking. It's very important to project your innate ability and make it very creative. All of us have got creativity. All of us have got talents. All of us have got unique qualities. We cannot say that I am not good. Each student, maybe I may not be good in particular thing. Maybe I may not be good in sometimes memorizing, good enough. But you are good in critical thinking, problem solving, helping others, drawing, maybe painting. Maybe you are good in something else. So we need to focus on those. Maybe you are able to reach out to others, counsel others, help others. So even at this time of pandemic, maybe you may be also playing the role of a counselor. So this is also another important quality. So we would be helping the society in different ways. Even as children, even as students, we can help others. Maybe you can help in their studies. Maybe you can help in their projects. Now you've got a lot of projects which are given. I think I've been hearing from many students and also parents. Yes, children are busy interacting with their friends for the projects. Very good. You keep doing that. So what is important here is how you present your qualitative work. Your qualitative work would include what are your creativities. What is your original work? Not just referring. You can refer Google, you can refer books, you can refer newspapers, you can refer anything. But after referring, how do you make this content your content? It should not be just copying. Copy paste, it cannot be a creativity. That is someone else's creativity. That is what we are studying in our textbooks through the history. So history is helping us. Our textbooks are helping how people are created. So Einstein also was a creator. Thomas Alva Edison was a creator. Ramanujan also was creator. Same way, many people have created something. Same way, you can also create. You may not be as good as Ramanujan. You may not be as good as Einstein, but you are as good as you. So you are the original you, and you have that talent, and you can show that. So Einstein was good in his own way, and you are good in your own way. So dear children, focus on your ability. Focus when you say performance. Performance has got two things. One is your ability. Second, that is your attitude. So when you say ability, that is what to do, how to do. When you say attitude, that is your desire to do and the situation in which you are. So this will help in your performance. Maybe it is academic performance, maybe your performance in activities, maybe performance in your hobby, maybe performance in your happiness, maybe in performance in whatever you do. Dear children, whatever we do, we need to see what is the degree of our performance. So it's not that everywhere we can keep measuring that. The moment you remain happy, the moment you feel you're happy, so you feel, yeah, that is the moment you feel happy, you know that the performance is always working. So whatever you do, try to enjoy. So when you enjoy your work, greater good comes. Dear children, let me give a small story. There was a village which faced drought and there was no water at all. And people started moving out of that village. So here in the village, they were well-to-do. They were self-sufficient. When they started moving out, they were dependent on others. They were dependent on other people to give jobs and all other. So this dependence made them what you call feel very, very low. After a few months, the wise men or the old people in the village, they came together and said, why there is drought in the village? So many years there was no drought. Now, what made the drought to come or happen? After a long debate or discussion, it was the hypothesis was created. The regular cutting down of trees, giving up of land, and what you call exploiting that land for our own good. So there was no greenery. So we had done away with nature. So over a period of time, there was drought. So the villagers decided to plant, each family would plant one sapling. And see that within a year or two, that sapling would grow into a tree. There are almost around 100 families. So if that particular year, there are 100 saplings were grown. And each one watered, manured, and there were 100 trees. And at the end of the year, they found birds coming in and they felt very happy. And there was change in weather. There was change in summer. Then the villager decided, why not plant now 2 more plants? Each family would plant now 2 more plants. So they planted now 2 more and started taking care of that. So end of the year, each family had 3 plants. There are almost around 600 to 800 plants now. So within 3 or 4 years, in the village, there are so many trees. There was a mini forest. There was greenery, and there was rain. And again, the old type of rain started coming. So when there was rain, the villagers felt very happy. And this is how they started taking care of the nature. So someone has to take initiative. Here these wise men, the old people in the village came together, discussed and found a solution. Same way now the pandemic we are facing. Even this also has got some problem, the human making. We have made something, that's why we have got this type of pandemic. So we need to, each one, maybe as children, we as adults, we maybe as old people, everyone, when everyone thinks and maybe works on this, find a solution. We need to think and find a solution. Then only nature will be working in our favor. Otherwise, nature will go against. What is important is working with the nature, being with the nature. Nature will make us always happy. To remain happy, we need to live in coordination with our society and with nature. So what are those small littles we can do? There is maybe if in our society there are plants, through the society we can have the small saplings. So these are all, maybe in the city, maybe there are so many plants, so many trees around, definitely there would be a change. Even now, dear children, we know that what you call, we are all inside. Early in the morning, when you listen to that wonderful chirping of birds, you feel so happy. The birds are chirping and you feel so pleasant. In the morning, when you sit maybe for 10-15 minutes and meditate, you feel pleasant and you can do that. So be with them, be with the birds. Listen to those wonderful chirping. They are so happy. Do you know, for so many decades, they were not happy. Animals were not happy. Birds were not happy. Fishes were not happy. The many creatures, living beings were not happy except the human beings. So dear children, so we also need to understand that we also need to make other creatures, other part of the world, other part of the earth happy. That is in our hand. That is only you and I and everyone comes together, joint hand, there would be a change. Other day I was listening to a discourse, a webinar of Shri Ravi Shankar. So he said that in the webinar, every year there should be a brief period of lockdown. So what he meant was, when there is lockdown, there is cleansing of air, cleansing of water. Is not that very long period of lockdown, a brief period of lockdown. So this would be just like a fasting. When we fast, our body cleanses. Same way, there should be a fasting in our timing. So this small, maybe 1 week or maybe 10 days. So these things would cleanse. That is what he was expressing. So definitely, maybe the policymakers would look into that. Maybe when you become a policymaker, later on, you are into certain decision-making body. When you look into this, definitely you also would be doing that. So now what we want to do is, now our immediate focus would be how to remain happy. We know that the current situation making us not so happy, but not being happy cannot be a solution. So why not use this time as a time or an opportunity to be happy? Dear children, use this in your opportunity. We have been sending daily basis the students edition of newspaper to you all, daily basis. So when you go through this newspaper, there are so many activities for the children, especially on page 2. Please perform these activities regular basis. Maybe one fine day you are not getting time, good enough. Do it on the next day or on the following day. So when you read, these things are going to help yourself to engage in something productive. So empty mind is devil's workshop. So don't keep yourself as thinking something negative. Engage yourself. So not that maybe after your class, not that again you watch something. So spend your time in reading, spend your time in doing, conducting certain puzzles. So this will help you in growing your personality. Why not use this time for learning a language? Maybe we can learn any one of the Indian languages, or you can learn any one of the foreign languages, any language. So language will be always good enough. So maybe there are so many Indian languages. Choose any one language. Maybe in Maharashtra we speak Marathi. There are even other languages. Maybe in our surrounding there are people from South India. You can learn any one of the South Indian languages. Maybe you learn there are so many North Indian languages. So you can pick up any one language. You can learn that. Maybe it is very difficult to learn South Indian script. So at least you can learn orally. Maybe gradually you can get into script. Same way there are many other languages. So maybe you can learn Far Eastern languages. Maybe difficult to learn the script, but at least orally. So you can learn the words. So it is very important to learn new languages. This is the time of globalization. So yes, I was just going through new education policy in the newspaper. I was hearing that word global, that is global and local. So these days you are reading this word quite often, global. So global as well as local. So when we have got our local aspirations and global aspirations, when they are put together, we need to be local and we need to be global. We need to see how we can fit into after a few years in the international, in the global scenario. Am I preparing for that? So it is the time. It is not that once you complete your graduation or post-graduation, or once you look for your career, you need to look for globalization. This is the time for learning, dear children. So you can use this time for spending a lot of creative work. One of the creative work is problem solving. You can make your own problem. Just imagine there is a dog chasing you. This is the problem. A dog is chasing you. You have gone to the grocery shop, and immediately a stray dog comes chasing you. This is the problem. How are you going to escape? This is the problem. Now you need to find a solution. One thing, you can just emotional response, and you can just break down and allow the dog to attack you. Second, you would stand there, stare at the dog, and dog also would get scared and stop there, and dog would stop going back. Or you would try a way of escaping. So each one would escape in his own or her own way. There cannot be one universal method of escaping. Each one would escape in his own or her own way. This is how we would respond. We cannot become very emotional and we say that yes, come on, attack. We find a solution. Even this pandemic has come, maybe causing a similar problem. It's chasing us, but how do we respond? So responding, that is learning various skills. We know there are problems. Maybe some of our parents might have lost jobs. Maybe some of our parents may not be doing well in business. Maybe there will be some other problems. But how do I become a point of encouragement to my parents? How do I boost their morale? So children always become boosting point. When you boost, when you are with them, when you tell them, yes, daddy, yes, mommy, I am with you. So whatever things, maybe whatever the reality, I am ready to accept. So you become part in the acceptance. So they also become very happy. So children, being with your parents, being with your family, becoming part in their problem also is very important. Each one would respond in his own way or her own way. Some may not be facing problem, but just put yourself, if you're in that problem, how are you going to face? So don't think that there is no problem, I should not think. So create a problem and try to be out of it. We do not know when we are going to face this problem. Towards the end, I'll be showing a small video. So how a problem is solved, how people are into different situation at different time, who would be in what situation, we do not know. What would be our time tomorrow, how we would be tomorrow, we do not know. That is what will be given in the small video. My dear children, So use your online schooling time also for creativity. And you might have seen in the newspaper recently there is a new education policy. The new education policy is focusing on language, communication, 21st century skills, and in higher classes, liberal arts, liberal sciences. So maybe it would take some time for us to understand, but definitely you might have read in the newspaper, you might have read the summary. So there is something very positive. There is a less importance given, maybe over a period of time, there will be less importance given to some of the examinations like grade 10th examination or some of the board examination. The focus would be more on problem solving, critical thinking, 21st century skills, how to prepare ourselves for the new century, how to make ourselves as productive citizens. Focus will be more into this. Now, currently, we are focusing more, maybe our curriculum is loaded with a lot of content, but over a period of time, another few years, the load of the content will come down. Now, focus will go on creativity, innovation, problem solving, and your way of responding. What are your responses? What are your solutions? What are your individual solutions? This is what is going to be in the syllabus, in the curriculum shortly. And CBSE is already doing this work, and we need to be very happy. There are so many skills you might have read in the circulars. There are so many skills which are given in our day-to-day curriculum, day-to-day lessons. So these skills, even maybe the projects which are given recently, this is helping you to collaborate. This is helping you to cooperate. So various skills are seen. So you are learning how others also perform in that project. You also learn how to give your idea. You learn how to be in the team. You learn how to adjust in the team. So this is how the next century would be. So all those who are good into this work, they will be always successful. My dear children, I know that you are going to do well in your academics. Your academic is very important. Marks are important, but what is more important is your happiness, your response to your own aspiration, what you want to become. Marks has got its own place. It's also very important, its own place. But your happiness has got its own place. And your inhibitions, your talents, your qualities has got its own place. Everything has got its own place. Each one should get its own value. Not only marks, your abilities, your qualities, your response, and your performance. Everything should be seen. So when we start doing this, definitely there would be a change. I remember around 30-40 years back, when computers were introduced in our country, people responded negatively. People said that that is going to create unemployment. Then over a period of time, computerization became an asset to the country. Today, where we are, if at all it was not done, then we would have been 10 years back, 10 years behind. So dear children, whatever we do today, whatever we initiate today, it is going to be the stepping stone, or it is a step for your success. It is the first step for your success. So success, maybe when you see that success, you may be almost like me or maybe old, no issue. Someone else may be yielding better result of that. But in the meantime, when you grow as an adult, you also would be yielding the result. So no work can yield immediate result. You plant a sapling, it will grow into a tree, then it will give a fruit. It's not that today you plant a sapling, it will give fruit within a month. It has got its own time. What is important, dear children, is your patience. So patience will make us strong. Patience will make our dreams look forward. Patience will always make a dream focused. So we need to be always patient. Otherwise, it will make us restless. Be focused. Be good to your friends and your family. So few points how you can help your family. Dear children, maybe at home you can sweep, soap the floor, or maybe help your parents in the kitchen, Maybe you can help in so many other ways. So try to help your parents. Try to be a part of your household work. Don't remain away from that. Maybe when you grow up, you should not find an alien to this work. So you would be in a better place to perform this task. Maybe after 10 years, when you stay alone, if you do not know how to cook, you do not know how to wash your clothes, you do not know how to fold your bed sheet, you do not know how to clean your room. So just imagine what would be the situation then. So these skills need to be learned now. These are all life skills, dear children. All of us must learn these skills today, helping our parents, helping yourself. It is not that you are helping your parent, you are helping yourself. And also discuss some of the things which you have done in a unique way with your teachers, with your friends, so that they also know what are your unique contributions. So I know that each and every student studying in New Horizon Public School, not only New Horizon Public School, across the country, has got unique contribution to give to the society and make our country a better place, a good place, and a place of talents, and encourage each and everyone. So next century should not be, maybe the coming time, maybe next few decades, should not be just for India, but for India helping others. So India taking lead. So how India would take lead? When you take lead, when we take lead, India would take lead. That means we need to become leaders. We need to take those initiatives. So that initiative should start today, and now. And when you do that, dear children, you would be a great leader. You would be doing things out of the box, and you'll make others happy, and you'll be always happy. So dear children, spend your time in good reading. Spend your time in daily exercises. So don't be always, you're already on your laptop or screen. So whenever you get time, there's a break, be away from that. Do small exercises. Exercise is very important. Just look at the iron rod which is not used. What happened? It rusts. It rusts and it loses itself. It loses itself. Even when we don't exercise ourselves, our body becomes stiff and we lose ourselves. So we would invite diseases if we don't exercise. So we should not invite illness. We need to exercise daily. And don't say that there is no place. You don't need so much of place to exercise. Even wherever you're standing, you need maybe 1 square meter space for your exercise. If there is bigger space, it is always good. Don't complain there is no place. There is place. Where there is a will, there is a way. So always exercise and maintain your biological clock. Not that you would do anything at any time, eat your food on time and do your exercise on time. So, and also everyday basis, do your meditation at least for 15 minutes. Meditation would help you to strengthen your mind. Meditation will help you to grow your personality. Meditation will help you to ask questions to yourself, to watch over your body. Meditation will help you speak to your cells of your body, communicate to each and every organ of your body. When you are communicating with the organs of your body feels happy. So when your body feels happy, relaxed, so you yourself feel happy. So this is a stepping stone of our success. Dear children, be always happy. I will be speaking to students of grade 10th and 12th shortly, maybe after a week or 15 days. I will be giving them certain guidelines about their board examination, about the career guidance. We and few teachers would be coming shortly. So maybe another 10 days or 15 days, we'll be interacting with you. Now there is a small video. Each one of you, I would like you to watch this video and draw a lesson. Not that you need to get only one lesson. Each one of you can get a unique lesson from this video.
Mommy, I'm hungry. When are we going to eat?
Soon, honey. I just need to find a few more bottles, and then we'll have enough money for food, okay? young man, could you please?
Ugh, you smell. Look, if you're trying to ask me for money, the answer is no.
No, I just wanted you to hand me the bottle. I recycle them for a living. It's how my daughter and I survive.
But this is just trash.
One person's trash is another person's treasure. Can I please have it?
Ew, gross. When's the last time you washed your hands? Look, if you want it, you can get out of the trash can yourself.
Hey, hon. Who was that?
Just some dirty homeless lady and her daughter. She wanted my empty bottle.
Well, did you give it to her?
No, I wasn't gonna get close to her nasty hands. And who takes to the trash for a living anyway? That's disgusting. Mom? What's wrong?
Well, Jasper, some people don't have a choice. You see, after you were born, your dad and I started fighting a lot. He wasn't ready to be a dad, so he left us when you were just a baby. Without your dad around to help, I started falling behind on our bills. I couldn't work and take care of you at the same time. So we got evicted from our apartment. With no place to go, we ended up living on the streets. But then I met a lady who changed my life forever. She taught me how to make money from recycling cans and bottles. So I'd go around with her collecting trash with one hand and holding you in my other, just so we could survive. So you see, I never wanted to tell you, but we were homeless.
I never knew you went through all that. I feel so bad.
It's okay. You were too young to remember.
I can't believe how I treated that lady. All she was trying to do was help her daughter. Actually, I'll be right back.
Mommy? Yeah? My stomach.
I know, honey. Just a little longer, okay?
Excuse me, miss? I'm so sorry for the way I treated you earlier.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
You know, you're right. One person's trash is another person's treasure. So, please take this.
Wow. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. See, honey? Now we have enough money to eat.
Thank you.
Jasper, I found another bottle. You can give that. Talia? Is that you?
Cynthia, oh my God.
Not a day goes by that I don't think of you. This is Talia. She's the woman who helped us when we were homeless.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. Thank you so much for what you did for us.
You're welcome. This is my baby girl, Bella.
Hello, Bella.
Hello.
You know, you did so much for us. It is my turn to return the favor. I would like you and Bella to come and stay with us.
Thank you so much, but I don't feel like we could be a burden to you.
Please, I insist. You wouldn't be a burden. You would be a blessing.
I don't know. I don't know what to say. Bella, what do you think about that, honey?
Of course, I would love that.
Well, great. Well, let's go. We can get some food on the way.
Here, let me help you with this.
Thank you. This is gonna change our lives.
So, Bella, are you okay with pizza?
Pizza sounds so good.
Come on.
Yes, dear children, you might have seen this wonderful small video. Definitely, it is going to give you a message. Each one can take message in his own way or her own way. So definitely, it's a very touching video. So how is it going to help me? Maybe what message can I take from this video? Maybe it's not necessary we should be in such situation. Any situation, how can I reach out to others? How can I help? So your help can be in your own house, may not be always out. Most of the times we look out of the house to look for some help. So maybe sometimes you forget there is someone who is in need of my help in my own house. So dear children, so for helping, you can be always in your own house. That is the first place of help. Then comes society would come a second place. So when you are able to help in your own house to your members of the family, definitely you will be able to help others. So wish you all the best. I wish each and every one of you good time in your academics, good time in your personality, good time in your learning. Enjoy your time till I meet you again after a few days or maybe of a fortnight for another assembly. God bless you all. Jai Hind.